My name is Jeremy Jones. I am from Salt Lake City, Utah. I am a professional snowboarder, 25 years, ex-pro now, businessman, family man. Early on, snowboarding taught me how to fall. It taught me that I wasn't gonna succeed unless I took a couple digs, and I certainly wasn't gonna succeed in that if I didn't get back up. I could succeed in falling 300 times, but if I didn't get up 301 and actually get the stick, then I just fell 300 times, you know? And it happens. I go back the next day and fall 300 more times, hoping that 301 hits this time, you know? I wasn't the most naturally talented. Like, I had my buddy that would do all his tricks in his head. And then we'd go up, show up on the mountain, and then he's just like doing it first or second try. And then you go, and it's just like, whoop, 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 whoop. Powder in the face, just tumble, or a bar to the chest, you know, because you talk over the handrail or whatever it is, and then it's that over and over and over and over. But you know it can be done, because my boy just did it second try, and that was another lesson I learned early, and I loved it. I actually really loved the beatdown, and I feel like it made me tougher, and I felt tougher than my friends. I think all of us have this level of grit in our character, and it's really gonna be our responsibility and up to us what we do with that grit. And one grit pattern versus another, I would say, isn't better or worse, just different. If you liken it to sandpaper, you have a 20 grit and this 2000 grit. And there's roughers and there's buffers, right? And you sometimes need to pull all that together to kind of create that team, because you gotta rough this thing out, you've gotta cut it, and then you gotta buff it. And it takes a few components of grit to kind of pull this off, or a few different strengths of grit to pull this off. Grit to me is everyone. Everyone has this level of grit. I think you just gotta kind of dive inside and see which one you're gonna pull out, see which one you're gonna tune up, find your place with the groups or your friends or whoever you're around, and pull the 80 grit when you're the rougher.